Hi, Aisha. It's nice to finally meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Sanitizer?
Yes, please. It's so nice to have finally met a classmate in person. It's nice to see what we have in common.
Yeah, I think it's important to meet people who are going through the same thing and doing the same thing as you. But it makes me excited for next year when we're all in class together.
Yeah, I think next year will definitely be a change of pace for all of us.
So how do you feel about these online classes so far?
For me personally, I like that we have time to get up in the morning and get ready and make coffee. So personally, I don't think it's that bad.
I agree with that, but I would rather be in a classroom. I work much better in a classroom setting than I do over Zoom. But I would rather wear a Dora mask than do it online.
So I'm very curious, how do you manage your environment when you're at home? Because I have 9 people in my house, plus a crying baby, so it gets very loud and distracting for me.
Well, when I first moved here, I lived in the dorms for a while, which was okay. I had to buy a new chair because I was so sick and tired of sitting on a rock for 6 hours at a time. So I moved in with my boyfriend, and now I'm in a lot better, more comfortable environment.
Well, if you would like, I would trade places with you.
Yeah, no, I think I'm good. I'm kind of a shy person, so I don't miss having a lot of roommates.
Yeah, I'm also fond of my personal space. So if you're shy, what do you think of the lack of interaction with people compared to a normal class?
Well, I think communication in this course is extremely important, so I wish there was a bit more of it, but I'm also okay with not having that extra anxiety. It was really nice meeting you.
Yeah, I had a really great time.
Me too.
Sorry, one second, I'm getting a phone call.
This is Auntie Karen. Did you bring your hemp hand sanitizer?
Yes.
Are you wearing a mask?
Yes.
Are you social distancing?
Yes, I am.
Me and your Uncle Lily Pad are
You're
on the trail.
outside?
Get your butt out here, young man.
Just give me 1 second. I gotta go, sorry.
But you're my ride!
Hello, I'm Dr. Ivan Apluzazinfu, and I'm the founder of the Electric Love Clinic. I specialize in counseling individuals who feel disconnected with their partners due to isolation measures stemming from COVID-19.
Hi, I am Austin Forey, and me and my partner have been in an open relationship for just over 2 years.
I remember when Austin first walked into my office, looking defeated and disconnected. You could clearly see this young man wanted to develop a greater connection with his lover. Similar relationships suffering from connectivity issues are increasing at alarming rates across many different spectrums.
What is your main concern or fear in reference to the issue of disconnectivity?
How can I say this without offending anyone? Nookie nookie, no. Yes. Electric lovemaking. You see, when I was a young man, I too would often have complications with my floppy disk.
You do mean floppy disk, don't you, sir?
That's what I said, floppy disk. But these days, me and my colleagues are seeing similar problems with even compact discs. But why don't we hear it straight from the source? Austin, why don't you tell the viewers what you told me the first time we met in my office?
When me and my partner first met at a party, we hit it off straight away. We couldn't keep our hands off each other. We're spending roughly 18 hours a day together, and yes, there were complications. This affected my work ethic and grades at school. I recently started to develop feelings for a younger, more attractive model, and this has really strained our relationship.
Pebbles, my love, is there anything you would like to say?
Is there any remaining advice you would like to leave with our viewers?
Here, at the Electric Love Clinic, we specialise in re-energizing human-console relationships. We have created the Electric Getaway Package for the low price of £666. This package includes a weekend getaway in the beautiful city of Nelson, British Columbia. During this weekend, we shut off the world and we turn on electric lovemaking. We offer free Wi-Fi, pizza, sweet hot chili Doritos, frozen gummy candies, and an ever-flowing Red Bull fountain in each and every room. We are pleased to announce that 100% of participants have given us a 100% positivity rating. Our phones are ringing off the hook, and surprisingly, we're seeing an increase in individuals 18 to 29 years of age. We currently have a 5-year waiting list for this specific treatment package.
I can speak for Pebbles and I when saying that the electric love treatment offered at the ELTC has been a relationship saver and has really put a spark in our electric love.
Just a quick update since my last interview with 40 Creates. Austin fell in love and ran off with a PlayStation 4. Me and Pebbles fell in love, got married, and are proud parents of this little gal. What a cute little gaffer. She looks more like her mother in my opinion. Life threw us a curveball, yet we are excited to see where our electric love takes us. Take care.
So you want to learn how to play Dungeons and Dragons, do you? Though I can't teach you all the thousands of rules, I can teach you the 3 most important steps in starting your first quest. Let's begin. Step 1. Gather resources needed before you set out on your first adventure. You will need to begin by gathering some resources, Dungeons Master. As the title implies, they narrate the adventure. Please don't make them mad. Keep in mind that they too are often bound by pre-made rules, which can be found in their adventure books. You will then need to find friends to adventure with. You will need to find D&D specific dice, a player's handbook, a character, and character sheet. We will discuss why these are so important later. Step 2. Learn the rules. D&D has thousands of various rules and important information. Don't get overwhelmed. I love how Dungeons & Dragons doesn't get boring. In the player's handout, which I mentioned earlier, there are all the essential rules you need to know. You will be able to handle your first many quests with this piece of paper alone. Remember, the Dungeon Masters are also a wealth of information. There are hundreds of enemy types. Monsters have differing health and abilities, and it will require coordinating with your fellow adventurers to be successful. Most dungeon masters will have predetermined adventure maps, enemies, loot, and other essential game accessories with them. Lastly, get to know your dice. You roll for you, the dungeon master rolls for your enemies. Learning how the dice work is extremely valuable. Step 3. Pick a character and get to know them. In D&D, you will need to pick from a ton of various characters such as halflings, which are like hobbits, dwarves, elves, humans, and many other species. Once you pick your character, you will need to choose a character class, which may include paladins, archers, rogues, and wizards, to name a handful. You will then pick a name, develop a character persona, backstory, and any other information which will help with your immersion. If you like surprises, check out D&D Beyond online, which can create random online characters with pre-made backstories. My hope is once you have gathered your essential resources, learned the basic rules, and have created a character with class, you will start on your very own epic adventure.
Aisha? Were you here the whole time? I thought you were a ghost.
Why would you ever think that, Jimmy?